we started at level 1 in this new warband mod slash submod update for Warsword Conquest, and we progressed quite a bit, mashing all of our attribute points into agility to level up Weapon Master for the new dual wielding mechanic. The more Weapon Master you have, the faster you attack while dual wielding, and there's other benefits to having high Weapon Master for any spec. It's easier to level up proficiency with other weapons. Without spoiling too much in this episode, we're gonna find some really cool weapons and armor that might be the key to defeating the Khorne Trials. A lot of people on Discord are complaining that these are impossible, and our goal is to defeat the 13 Khorne Trials and become a Demon Prince, which apparently is crazy cool. So we just cleared the tier 1 dungeon and headed back to town to rest a little bit. Each tier of dungeon we clear, we get 1 attribute and 1 skill point, and I was originally trying to max out agility so we get max Weapon Master so we could dual wield really quick, but there's some orc dual wielding weapons that require 20 strength, so we're going to start putting points into strength. Do also note our power strike and athletics are currently being boosted by a potion, and that will wear off soon. We do not have 10 of those skills. Iron Flesh not only gives us health, but damage resist because of our skill Ignore Pain, so let's try to max out our Iron Flesh. In the last episode, we picked up some really good units like this Wild Chaos Troll. These Bloodletters aren't actually that great, kind of just want to dump them. These Chosen of Chaos are beastly two-handed wielding units. Chaos Champions upgrade into those. Undivided Knights upgrade into Dragon Ogres, which I think are like the super units. And let's keep going down the list. We got a Dragon Slayer, which we were using in the dungeon. Bretonnian Grail Knight, and I want to test this guy out in the dungeon because he's got regeneration. I put him in his own group, keep safe, so we're not going to have him go in to fight. I'm just going to keep him back. On this Plague Bearer unit, we should keep him safe because he upgrades to a Pox Rider, and here's that unit. Looks pretty beastly. 123 health, 70 strength, and uses this massive Plague Bearer sword, which isn't actually that amazing. The chest piece is not even that great. Here's what it's writing. Thing's got insane charge. The stats are good, but this unit is not a super unit, and neither is the Dragon Ogre. It does have 175 health, which is massive, and its mace is actually really good. 50 piercing damage swing, and it's got really good reach. And then the chest piece for this thing is amazing. It'd be cool to upgrade those units, but I don't think we're actually going to keep them safe. We're just going to keep the Plague Bearer in the infantry group, and same with the Undivided Knights. If they eventually upgrade Dragon Ogres, great, but their weekly wage cost is really high, and we do have 11k dinars now because we got 10k from clearing out that dungeon, but there's a lot of stuff we have to spend money on. So overall, we want to kind of thin out our party a little bit. And then down here at the bottom, we have some more units that aren't amazing, I guess. We do have 1 Chaos Warrior, and we need 5 of these for a quest. We have 4 Marauder Veterans that upgrade to Marauder Champions, then Chaos Warriors, and we're going to put those guys in our Keep Safe group and try to level them up for the quest. Just in case we lose some of them, I picked up some more Marauder Tribesmen from a village. We got 17, and they eventually will level up to Chaos Warriors. And the way we're going to try to level up right now is we're going to head back into the Dwarf lands and maybe encounter a weak Dwarf Lord. We'll first try to plunder Heorot, and that might attract a nearby lord, and yeah, that did actually. Couldn't pause to check to see his army size, but I think he was scared of us. We were successful, and we got Masterwork Leatherwork. Whoa, that's an insane modifier. Some really good stuff here, but unfortunately we are full. There's some stuff that we can just dump though that isn't super high value. I did mess up by not vendoring before we headed out. Very rookie mistake. And alrighty, we got all that we can carry, and then we also managed to yoink 7 cattle. The Exquisite Fruit sells for almost 1k, and we were eating that on the way back. I don't know who ate that, but they're in trouble. Masterwork Leatherwork sells for 3.2. Wow. For just raiding that village and selling some random crap in the inventory, we almost got 10k, plus we slaughtered all the cattle for an extra 1.3. I'm looking at the weapon vendor, and I'm seeing this pretty crazy polearm that has a reach of 210, does piercing damage, requires 18 strength, but we're pretty close to 18 strength. I'm going to grab that for 11k, and for now, I'm going to give that to Thrud, because it's almost double the length of his Thrud axe, and does less damage and doesn't have the bonus against shields, but it does piercing damage, which I think is just way better. In this tavern, there's also, I believe, 2 sets of Chaos Ogres. Yeah, 4 total. And they'll join us for 3,400. I know I said I want to cut down on our wages, but these guys are pretty nuts. They have a 56% damage reduction, I think. 93 health. Their armor is really good, and they have this weapon that actually isn't that great. It's pretty short for something that is being wielded by such a beastly dude. Each of those guys also does have a wage cost of like 200, but what I'm hoping is we can get that money back by taking on some Dwarf Lords. Let's try looting this village now. We'll see if any Dwarf Lords want to stop us. There's a Dwarf Lord, but I can't pause to see how much units that guy has. We were successful, and the loot is not nearly as good this time. No crazy modifiers. weekly wages come in, and we can see our mercenary payment is covering a little bit of our party wages. And then for that run, we got about 5k, plus we stole some more cattle. That was like 1.5k more. So we are gaining money by doing this. And yeah, we're trying to raid another village, and I'm not seeing any dwarf lords. I guess the dwarves are off doing something, which is nice for us. Wow, exquisite modifier on that wool. We will take it. And we could really use some more inventory management skill. Like all the stuff at the bottom is being wasted. And we finally ran into a dwarf lord. I looked over this guy's units and he has some nasty ones. 2 casters, and I think he's got some super units. We're not going to mess with him. We got another 7k profit plus 10 cattle. I think it's going to be like another 2k on top of that. And I was checking out the weapon vendor, and there's this insane dual wield weapon, but it costs 134k. You can see in this mod, you need a lot of money to do stuff. In between trading runs, I'm going to try to do the Khorne Trials, and I did fail this yesterday, but one thing I realized is that if you drink a potion before coming in here, you get punished hardcore. Got the first hit off, very nice. Well, and as for our combo, I'll just flash them on the screen. There's only 2 dudes here, yes. You need to pierce him, nice. Yeah, if I just do the stabby motion, then it's pretty much a one-shot. Or, not a one-shot, but it's like good damage. You gonna swing? Okay, that's definitely not a one-shot. I hit him a bunch of times. He absorbed most of it. And just one stabby for that guy. Did 58 damage. I think he has 57 health. And just like that, we got our Khorne Frenzy 1 buff. We need to get this up to like 8, I think, and we'll transform into a demon. We'll also accept our gifts. We got some Chaos Crusher gauntlets. These are the same as our goblin ones, but they are for our race, so they look normal. Battle axe, it's not great. Some boots that are the same as our boots. They do look better though. A crappy blade, crappy axe, and some crappy throwing weapons. It's nothing special there, but that was just tier 1. Well, I did that all without taking damage. Let's try the next tier of trial. This guy wants to swing. Nice. 59 damage kills him. Oh, he actually got a small hit off on me. We got some demons coming in. Don't mind if I just chop you up real quick. Let's get a stabby on this guy. Okay, easy peasy. This sword is freaking OP. We get our Khorne Frenzy 2 buff. We get increased strength and increased attack speed. We kill quickly enough in battle, but we don't get this at the very start, I think. We also got some more gifts and a lot of gifts here. Whoa. See if anything is exceptionally good. So far, I'm not seeing that's the case. It's all pretty bad. That stuff is all going in the garbage. Before we do the next trial, we can actually learn the advanced ignore pain skill at the arena master for 15,000 gold. This gives us a little bit more damage reduction, not much, but let's definitely do it anyways. And then we can also learn the mighty blow skill. It's going to be pretty much all of our money though, I think, but let's just do it. It's 5k. Let's see exactly how that's going to pan out. Swing and a miss for you. And we got a bunch more dudes. Okay, that was weird. Wow. Well, we're not only broke, we are wounded and broke. While healing, we're going to head back to the dwarf lands, maybe raid a village. I'm seeing 2 dwarf lords. There's one with 69 troops over here, but this guy seems to be on our case. They seem to be traveling together. Okay, we'll just let them stay on their merry way. And here we go. A lord actually is going to try to fight us, and he only has 75 troops. The guy does have a caster, though. We got to get in there and figure out who is the caster, because he's buffing them with different stuff. Then he can maybe do AoE. He's giving them a burning effect on their weapon. Like their crossbowmen are shooting burning things at me. This sword is kind of short, I think, or maybe I just suck, I don't know. Where's the caster? It's so hard to tell. There's like a line of goblins over here. Those guys are actually beastly, I think. They look tiny, but I don't think they're messing around. So far, we're actually owning this dude. I kind of want to get off the mount, because I feel like my sword is just too tiny. Sure, that's a thing that, you know, I've heard a few times in the past, and I'm down. Well, my performance very much sucked there, but our allies did very well. Their lord did manage to escape, which is not a huge deal, but we did capture some dudes here. Infernal Guard Veteran looks pretty good. Obsidian Guard as well. Let's take them all. And as far as the loot, absolute trash. Off of that, we did get 860 gold though, and I got a level up. I'm going to put a point into strength and a point into inventory management so we can carry more stuff. And then to clear up some more space, let's drink the potion of knowledge for 1k more XP. Now let's try to raid this village. A nearby lord is driving us away from the village. Kind of want to fight him. Before we do, we got an upgrade for one of these archer women. And then all these marauder veterans are ready to upgrade. That was 700 gold to upgrade all those guys, but I think they got quite a bit stronger. They're now marauder champions, and we just need 4 of them to upgrade to chaos warriors for the quest. I'm just going to yield him in there in the infantry group. And yeah, this dude does outnumber us, but he's really wounded, and I don't think he has any casters, so I think we can do this. Alrighty, I'm having our infantry over there charge, while I am having the cavalry follow me, and I'm just going to try to distract best I can. I don't think I'm going to go in there and really try to fight too much. Just going to try to draw their arrow fire away from our dudes, their gunfire. This is their lord, I think. Whoa. He was ready. He didn't even see me, I didn't think, but he saw me out of the corner of his eye, I guess. He's got some goblins. Yeah, I can't even hit them with this sword. It's too small. Or maybe I'm just too big. I don't know. You got a big dude with an average-looking sword. It just looks and feels small, I guess. Let's see if we can get in here and do any good work. And no, that did not last long. Our units are, again, carrying, though. Seeing we still got 2 ogres up. We got 2 ogres knocked, maybe killed. And if that's the case, I'm not too bummed about it. This dude's just 4-on-1ing. He's getting stun locked. I think he's done for. Never mind. He actually gets 2, 3, and he finally goes. We have 8 versus their 14. We have 4 versus their 13. I think we have to back off. I don't know what units we had up, but I don't think they were good enough. And yeah, we're just gonna have to run away. And we're not gonna be able to run away, I guess. I think if we ditch the prisoners, we'll move quicker. I would imagine. We can actually talk to these dudes and maybe they'll join us. Use this option. Not interested. Okay. We'll just dump them. And we'll dump a couple of our infantry. Maybe all the Chaos Ogres because they're all injured anyways. And they're costing so much per week. And then I don't want to dump the Marauder Champions, but they are non-mounted. So they're slowing us down. Demonette, sure. Anything that's non-mounted. Chaos Pit King, yeah, just dump that. Alright, hopefully we're faster now. No, we're not. We have to pull back, leaving some soldiers. We'll leave 1 soldier, yeah. We lost 20 morale and 7 renown, ouch. I'm not sure we're going to be fighting any more lords anytime soon. I feel like there's just not enough reward for doing it. And we have to do way too much investment. Like, we just cannot afford to, whoa. That was close. And we made it back. We'll sell the profit that we got for taking out that lord, which is like nothing. Our wages come in, and yeah, it is not looking good. On the bright side, this dwarf village is ready to be looted again. Unfortunately, one of their lords has nothing better to do than just chase us away, which we got lucky earlier. I don't know how we got away with looting so many villages. The villagers are resisting, and I'm watching Thread just sit here absolutely struggling, trying to kill just one of these crappy little goblins. I'm not sure if that's the best weapon for him to be using, and that's not good. We got ambushed by a group of, I don't even know what. I think it said it was a group of Chaos Zealots, but then a bunch of undead also joined them. This might actually just be a bunch of free XP now I think about it. So I'm seeing like nothing good here, at least not yet. Infantry, get ready to charge. Just help me out, there you go. I do wish there was a way I could lifesteal, because like right now it feels like I shouldn't be going in. Because I just should not take damage. I want to be ready for the dungeon or the next arena battle or whatever that thing is. There is like 78 of these dudes though, and we only have like 13. So I should definitely get in here and spill some blood for Khorne. And we got a frenzy going on because we've got the buff now. I'm not sure what that does exactly. I feel like I'm swinging quicker though. Pretty sure the buff is like increased attack speed. Can I just like non-stop swinging? Like even if they block, I can just keep swinging. I feel like if they chamber block, I think it is, where like they block my attack, I get kind of mini stunned. So yeah, you can't just keep swinging. You gotta actually like use tactics. We were successful. As for loot, not a bad chest piece. The rest of this stuff is pretty bad. The most important thing is 4 Marauder Champions are ready to upgrade to Chaos Warriors. So we have all 5 for the quest. We could just dip out of here, but I kind of want to finish raiding the village. Although maybe not. Got enemies coming in from both sides. Let's just run and turn the quest in. I'm trying to turn the quest in. I'm talking to a bunch of lords in this chaos town where there's a feast going on. And this one gives us a quest to assassinate a local merchant. We have to actually do that right now. And my HP is low. I'm not sure if I should be using a health potion here, or if I even can. I'm guessing this guy's just gonna own me. Probably has like, okay, never mind. I was assuming he's like some combat beast, but no. For doing that quest, our relationship with the town did deteriorate, so until we fix that, we cannot build a dye works here. On the bright side, we do get some gold and relation with this guy, who is quarrelsome, which I don't think is a good trait for a lord, so we don't really care about that. I was looking over the Chaos Lord's reputation, and they're all payless or quarrelsome, which I don't think is good. Alright, we did the quest for the Chaos Leader, got some relation, and was it? What? That was like actually kind of a hard quest to do. And we don't even care about relation with this guy because he's the leader. And I don't think he can join us later, even if his faction gets destroyed or something. I thought we were going to get a bunch of money for that. This guy wants to borrow a Thrud for a week. I'm fine with that. Thrud is costing us 268 per week, so you can have fun with his wages. I dumped all of our non-mounted units, so we're moving really fast through the dwarf lands. Because we don't have many units though, literally everyone wants a piece of us. It's not just the dwarf lords. It really feels like we're in that scene from Lord of the Rings, except in our scene, the ring race are just basically everyone. On the opposite side of our island type of thing is another dungeon, a frost dungeon, and this one is long in length. We're going to drink all of our potions for those nice buffs we get. We got 10 athletics, 10 power strike, 9 iron flesh, and that ignore pain potion increases our ignore pain to master. And with our iron flesh, we now have 77% damage reduction. Clearing out the last Khorne trial, we also got this magic resist buff, which I think is the worst one. So we don't get that much magic resist, but we do get a little bit. And then we got mighty blow and ethereal, so we can randomly dodge physical projectiles and physical hits maybe. Our party is really bad for dungeons, cavalry and Erasmus, so we're just going to head in alone. We'll also increase the dungeon difficulty modifier, and we're now going to try to clear difficulty 2. These dungeons are freaking dark. It is really hard to see what's going on, and then it doesn't help that I'm way bigger than all my enemies. I think there's actually a serious disadvantage to playing as Chaos, because if an enemy is small, I can't really reach him. Like, even if, you know, I'm playing this perfectly. Oh, I just took damage from behind me, I think. Is this where I spawned in from? Oh. No. I can't see him, dude. It's like hard to see when he's swinging or not. Gotta level up, and let's put it into strength, I guess. And then our power strike's boosted right now. Could put a point into shield though. Gives 8% damage reduction to shields. And then let's put points into one-handers. I already took a bunch of damage, even though I have 77% damage reduction. That's crazy. And yeah, I was wondering if I should lower the difficulty because A, we're playing as a freaking giant beast. And I already kind of handicapped myself enough. But B, the combat in this game feels a bit unfair. Okay, that guy should not see me, I feel like when the enemy chamber blocks, it just feels like they're kind of cheating in a way. And it feels like they do it way too often. I just don't know if the game was meant to be played on good AI with combat, because I think it defaults to like poor AI combat. This room is freaking massive, and I don't think the chest on the right hand side. I'm going to check the left hand side. Yeah, I could not find the chest in this room. Even though it's got the glowy effect, I do give up. We're going to press on to the next room. Bunch of low tier rats, which I'm not too worried about. This guy's got kind of a longer spear, and he did actually hit me with it. And these guys can poison. I think I got poisoned in my last dungeon. I need to just not block with my shield because I'm going to run out of shield durability if I just spam block. And we got Khorne's Frenzy for the rest of this dungeon, I think. Ooh, that was close. Khorne's Frenzy has left us. Khorne saw that gunshot and he was like, nah, I'm out. We're getting shot at from behind, but I did see the chest, so we're just going to go for it. Okay, it was right behind us. I should have been zigzagging. Insane gloves. What the heck? Those are way good. And then a really good chest piece. It's actually better than the one we're using, but we cannot use it. Like, our arms are not there, so yeah, we'll just vendor that or something. And then we got a dual wield axe, which does crazy damage, but it does cutting damage. Oh, that's kind of lame. Oh, we'll grab it, but I don't think we'll equip it unless it's better than like the Axe of Slaughter, which I would say it is. It's really fast. And holy cow, I think that could have one-shotted me. Although, maybe not with my ignore pain. It's on master, so well, where do you come from, buddy? There's another gunman. I'm just getting lucky with them not hitting me. Jeez, that was a really fast room. On to the next. And we got a chest right here. Some people in the comments were asking how I get the chest to glow like this. And this might be the sub mod that's doing it. If it is, then big ups to the sub mod, because yeah, you can see this thing is so hidden. It's impossible to see, like actually. You can barely see it from that angle. Like, I can't even click it. I'm having so much problems here. I changed the field of view on first person, and that actually made it easier to loot. Potion of Toughness, Smoked Fish, Masterwork Siege Crossbow, whoa. Thing does crazy pierce damage, but it's really slow in reloading is the only issue. Oh, we got a left axe, and I guess the way this works is you put it in your inventory, and you can use this as a shield when you're dual wielding with a weapon like this. It does have really high resist and a lot of HP, and it's really fast to block, but the size is only 6, so it blocks basically no area. If we compare that dual wield set to this, you can't block with this one like you can with those axes, but you swing way quicker, I think. The speed scales with Weapon Master skill, so I think there's 2 different types of dual wielding, and I just realized I forgot to put our javelin back in the inventory, so now we have that big axe on my back, which looks kind of badass, but it makes it so I can't see anything, even more so than I was already having that problem. And that's a lot of freaking Skaven cheese. They are all kind of, whoa, zerging me. That's what I'm gonna say now, but they're all kind of low tier. That's what I was about to say. And yeah, I couldn't even see where that rat went. It's like he climbed in my clothing or something. Got some more rats. Gunner over here. Just gonna wait for him to get impatient. Which I my throwing spears I could throw at him. Or he can just charge at me. This rat's being really annoying. He does not want to charge at me. I think I could actually just charge him right now. Yeah, okay, we're good. And chamber block. I don't know if you guys saw that, but whoa. Okay, my shield is up there, so I would have blocked that. Guns do rip up shields pretty quick. I'll actually let him hit me there. Yeah, I took no damage though. I think that was a chamber block, or maybe it was just a standard one. Yeah, on to the next room. I'm starting to think we should just chug a potion just to be safe, because there is a potion chugging animation that kind of slows you down. I'm hearing people fighting. Wait, what? Frost bear is killing these guys. Good bear. Did not know you can get help in these dungeons. Let's pull back. Can't see anything at all, as per usual. Part of me is thinking like I should just change my character model to like a dwarf or something. There's an easy way to do that. What the heck is going on? Frostbear's just owning these guys. I think that is supposed to be an enemy of us, maybe, but for some reason it's also an enemy of the Skaven. Maybe because it's like part of Kislip. Oh no, I have to fight it. Okay, 604 XP for that. It was already wounded from fighting the Skaven. We got a tricky chest here. I think it might be impossible to loot. Oh no, I got it. I'm gonna take some fall damage though. Moot armor, which I think is for hobbits. Yeah, that's like not for me. Long barrel pistol, some bolts for our crossbow. They're not taking fall damage, very nice. And we got some dead Skaven over here. And on to the next room. Okay, that was free. We're on room 5. So we have at max, I think, this room and then like 2 more. And we haven't even popped a single healing potion. That is what's up. I think on this room, you can actually just run to the next room. Okay, never mind. And okay, I don't know what just blocked me there. Like, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with the combat. Because my shield's going to break. By the way, I can't use it. I'd rather just use my face on this guy. Because he has a bonus against shields. And then I can just use my healing potion. Okay, this room is freaking massive. Take this guy out if we can. Nice. Stabby motion. Block that. Block with my face, actually. I have a lot of healing potions, so... let's just keep the shield up. Healing potion. You can see the animation's brutal. You don't want to use a healing potion in the middle of combat. We got some archers over here. I don't even think they can hurt me, actually. This guy can with this axe, but this guy's got an axe too. I'm just spam swinging, dude. Screw it. Where's my blessing of Khorne, by the way? Khorne has been real quiet. There we go. Just swing now. Let's go crazy with it. Hitting the wall, I think, a little bit, or I was. Jeez, this guy's not going down, dude. He's got ignore pain as well. Can I even fit in this room? Yeah, I can, barely. And there's the chest. Gotta do a little parkour to get to it, I guess. Hope I don't get stuck here. Flax bundle. Left Witch Hunter rapier. Very small. And Lordly Woodlord gloves. What the heck? I think those are for elf, and my hands are really small. But we're just gonna put them on. That we're on to the next room. We got some beastly dude here. It's just a Savage Orc Berserker, though. I think he's like a dual-wield guy. This guy's got an axe. Just chop him up. No blocking the axe. This is an Orc dungeon. Hope there's no trolls yet. Because you can run into trolls. And that's where it's nice to have throwing weapons. And I keep forgetting to put my javelins back in my inventory. Oh, this is bad. Let's pull back a little bit. No, I gotta use stabby because I keep hitting the walls. And actually, these guys are hitting the walls too. So it's good to fight on the stairs. Their swings are getting blocked. I see the chest. It's being guarded by a black orc immortal. Can I fight this guy? Fight this guy in a spot where like he can't really hit me. Or never mind, not necessary. Let's put another point into... let's just hold off actually. We don't need another shield. Our shield's been fine for this whole dungeon. This guy's not paying attention at all. I don't know how he didn't hear that. Should have hit him with a stabby, but that's fine. We got another chest. And it's all trash. We got some throwing weapons though. Let's put those there. And then actually let's use the heavy javelins. They're better. These are bent. You don't want to go in with the bent javelin. Oh, and there's a dude guarding the exit. Pretty sure this is the exit. Imagine if he beat me. Already on to room 7. This could be the final room. It's either 7 or 8 rooms. And this one actually is pretty fast, so I'm kind of excited about it. Undead. Room A. Yeah, this is way easier than, whoa, what's going on? Is my shield small? I don't know why I thought I had a small shield there for a second. Just ignore me. Yeah, just swing at these guys, I think. They're just crappy undead. Although there could be a gunman in their back, so just keep kiting backwards. Is there any gunman here? I'm not seeing so. Chamber block, I think, or just regular block. How does he block a stabby motion, though? I guess he just blocks right in front of himself. Oh, yeah, there's a gunman. I think actually that hit me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my ignore pain soaked the damage. Yeah, I'm soaking all the damage from these guns because they're trash. But at the same time, like 77% damage reduction, plus my armor. Could just run to the exit. Is it worth looking for a chest? Nah, I don't think it's worth. Let's just keep going. The chests, well, they've been okay, but we can't go while enemies are nearby. Well, our decision's been made for us. Then again, I haven't been having problems with enemies so far, so might as well look for the chest. Could just pop a healing potion, I'm just gonna do it just in case. Might as well. We have 6 left. Finally found the chest. Of course, it's in the last room I check. It's cheap honey, heavy Kosaibo, 38 blunt damage. Could use that for taking prisoners if that's a path we wanted to take. And we reach the end of the dungeon. Gather our loot, and this is our special item, I believe. The enchanted shield has crazy HP, 40 resist, which is also crazy. It's just way smaller. I don't even know if I can use it because my character's too big. We also got a masterwork orc klaba, 35 blunt damage. It's pretty good for taking prisoners. A Sneech wizard hood, which actually is chaos, and it has more armor than what I was using. Pick up the light hand crossbow, and the balanced crypt sword. For clearing the tier 2 dungeon, we got 39 renown, some gold. And then before I give us the extra bonuses, like the 2 extra skill ups, plus the extra money, I want to wait for our potions to wear off so it doesn't mess with our character at all. Before our potions do wear off though, I'd like to head back home and try a Khorne trial with our super damage reduction. So we're going to beeline back home immediately. We do get engaged on by this group of 4 units who I think thought that they had backup. Take them out really easy, and we get 2 of these really good helmets off of this battle. This Marauder helmet is better than the one I'm using. There's always a bunch of these dudes guarding this bridge. We are able to outmaneuver them though, and already we made it back home. We're going to start selling off the loot. 1330 for this dwarf chest piece. We could save this for a dwarf companion, but I'm not seeing any in the chaos taverns, so we're not going to save it. Masterwork siege crossbow sells for 2270. It's much better than the warp block pistol actually. Okay, we'll give that to Erasmus for now. I also gave Erasmus one of those good helmets that we just picked up. Then I wanted to give him like this hobbit armor or the dwarf armor, but yeah, we just can't do it. It looks way too weird on him. And yeah, I guess just to free up inventory space, we'll sell the warp block pistol, and let's sell the hobbit armor, this pistol down here. Do we want to take prisoners with this orc mace? I would say there's probably better legendary items that we'll find later. Sell the rapier as well. I would like to hold on to this stuff, just maybe to, kind of hoard, but we need inventory space. Sell the immortal axe as well. The Kosaibo, it's not that good. We're just going to sell it. These bodkin arrows hurt to sell. They have 3 pierce damage. We just have no inventory space. I don't know if we'll sell the hood because I don't think Thrud has a good helmet. We will sell this barbarian helmet. And then do we sell the axe of slaughter? People were saying this thing actually is really good against armored targets because it will always stun them with the extra 10 damage, and maybe it will even hit enemies if they block. I want to try that out more. I'll probably give Thrud back his axe, and then the dual wield weapons. I'm not sure if we want to hold on to those. Then we got some shields. We actually don't need this one. And then I still haven't used this dagger yet, but I will hold on to it for now, I guess. And then yeah, let's try out the Khorne trial. We have 10 extra enemies because of our potions. Okay, this is not going to happen, but we could get some extra experience here, which is always useful. And speaking of experience, we have another level up, put 1 point of strength, and then our stats are still being boosted by the potions. So we'll just hold off on using our skill ups. And here we go. Let's see if I can just get a little bit of XP here. Probably should try to use the other weapon, the axe here. Oh. we can block a little bit. I think our shield durability is actually going up. Whoa. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, this is too much. This is like, I can't even fathom what's going on here. It's hard to even, yeah, okay. A few hours later, a couple of our potions do wear off. Then speaking of potions, we run into another potion vendor. It's definitely by the Power Strike, Toughness always, Instability, Potion of Knowledge, Pain, and Elemental Speed, all for our next dungeon run. To free up some inventory space, let's drink the Potion of Knowledge so we get the XP. And we still have our Power Strike potion active, but our Iron Flesh one wore out, so we can put a point into Iron Flesh. We had a quest to meet up with our Marshal, Bellicor the Harbinger, and bring him some troops. We actually only have 7, and we need to bring him 8 troops at least. So we'll hit up this little village, and we cannot recruit troops here. Crap. Okay, well, Prague is currently in battle, so we're just gonna head over there and check out this battle. And there is some prisoners here that we might be able to add to our party if we help out. Unfortunately, I'm able to control the entire army for some reason, and that's bad because I'm gonna be sending my own units in with this dude's units. And I just realized there's a Dragon Ogre super unit, I think. Is that the one that I said was like not a super unit technically, but it had like 140 HP? That thing's gonna get shredded, I bet, by missile fire. And there's an enemy caster that's giving her allied troops shielding. Thing's model's kind of funny. It looks like it's floating in midair. And it does get knocked off of the wall. And this Ice Maiden gets crazy amounts of kills. I was thinking about lowering the amount of damage that AoE spells do, because casters are just so insane in this mod. They have tons of buffs, debuffs, and single target spells. I just don't know if they need massive AoE damage on top of that. So after the siege, I'm going to go into the options menu and change AoE modifier down to 10%. So remember in previous runs, AoE damage was just way too strong. And again, casters are really imbalanced anyways. Their buffs are just crazy. And they still do a ton of single target damage. And already won the battle. I did not rescue anyone, and I actually lost a unit. We did get some reputation with a bunch of Chaos Lords though, and Prague now belongs to us, so we can check out their tavern. There's no units here to recruit. The lords are all heading back to the Chaos Lands, and before they do head back, I'm going to turn the taxes quest into this lord, and we end up keeping like 1,500 of it. I'm now going to head over to this group of lords that's trying to flee back to the Chaos Lands. We got some battles going on here. Whoa. And a bunch of Kislev Lords are coming in. Okay, wait, can we get in here really fast before the Kislev Lords get in? Yeah, barely. We have 124 troops against 62. Let's just auto-calc this. We lost 2 good units, crap. And the guy gets away. But we do capture some units. The Winged Hussar, I think, is good. And then I would guess maybe this guard guy is good. We got another battle over here, but I think we gotta just run. Yeah, that Chaos Lord is just screwed. I think that was the Marshal that we just did the quest for. On the way back to the Dwarf lands, we're going to head into this dungeon really quick. It's medium, so I don't want to complete it. I only want to do long dungeons. But I think now with this newest patch, you have to actually go in the dungeon, fail it, and then its length will randomly change. It used to change like every few hours, but now I think it's different. Because I did some testing on it. Pretty sure that's the way it works. And yeah, we're owning these dudes. And then I'm also testing out the Axe of Slaughter here. And I think it's actually really good against enemies that have like Ignore Pain. Because you can see we're always stunning this dude when we hit him. Whereas with our other weapon, he was just absorbing some of my hits. And my goal here was just to get the chest. And we got a really good bow from this chest. Wow. Strong modifier on it. We should hold on to that. But yeah, we failed that dungeon. And it will reset after a week according to Discord. We finally get a thread back from this guy, and he has another quest to capture a Kislev Lord. It's too bad we didn't have this quest before, because we've captured quite a few Kislev Lords. He is one of the few Chaos Lords I've seen that has a good trait, Marshal, so we should try to befriend him. We run into this really crappy group of Beastmen, and they had a really powerful Undivided Knight prisoner who we were able to rescue, so we now have 2 of those. And then off of that battle, we did get a level up, and I don't usually like doing this, but we're going to put a point into Int, so we get an extra skill point. And I'm going to put one of those skill points into inventory management so we can carry more loot. Right now we're carrying so many potions, so our inventory is kind of full. And then we're going to put another point into Iron Flesh. Since we now have some more space in our inventory, I want to go try to raid another Chaos Dwarf village. Right now my HP is not great. I'm at 45% because I did get knocked out in that Beastman raid. But our companions and our units are all healed up. When this group of undead has 9 prisoners, we might as well take him out because I don't know what those units are. And I gave Thread back his axe, so he's now beasting with that. Then I'm going to try to use his polearm in the next arena battle. I think Thread is just going to be much more useful with his axe. And alright, so we won, and I don't even think I got hit. Erasmus did take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We got Obsidian Guard, which has a decent wage. It's pretty tanky. Some veteran crossbows, sure. Some sneaky gits, which are pretty squishy units, I think. And we got a mounted unit and some crossbows. We did get some gold though, and some XP, which is nice. And then those units can help us fight this village. Any type of range unit is nice when you're going up against a bunch of unarmored villagers. And it's nice when those villagers are stuck on the bridge. Yeah, these villagers are just straight up stuck on this bridge. And I'm just going to get some throwing skill here. Get some free XP for myself. Don't mind me. Even though I don't want to take damage because I want to be healthy for the next dungeon, I do think it is worth for me to go in here and farm a little bit. And if I take a little bit of damage, then it's fine. I can just rest it off. Yeah, our knight is not a good spot. I'm just going to YOLO in here and just cleave because I don't want him to get taken out. We were successful in taking out the villagers. We were not successful in looting the village though. These dwarf lords are going to stop us. It looks like the entire dwarf army is heading over there to stop us. They really have nothing better to do right now. We got a random event for Thread. He won the Rear of the Year award, and it's irritating at first, but we realize that it's great publicity, and we get 99 renown for that. And speaking of renown, we get 200 renown for clearing that tier 2 dungeon. Plus, I finally remembered to give us the 2 attribute points, which we'll put into strength, and the 2 skill points, which we'll put 1 to Iron Flesh and 1 to Power Strike. Pretty deep in the dwarf lands, we run into this Chaos Dwarf Patrol that has 19 prisoners. I think we can take them. The enemy is charging with their little Goblin Cavalry first. Little Goblin Cavalry Horse Archers. Is he just straight up charging in? Okay, maybe I don't have advanced horse archery AI on because that was some stupid AI. I'll try to turn that on after this battle. I don't know what the heck that guy was doing. These goblins just seem a little bit disabled. We are managing to lose a few units, some crappy ones. I'm gonna try to get in here and, well, the knight got away actually. If he got stopped, I was gonna try to help him out. But yeah, I need a long weapon that I can use on horseback. I can't use that polearm that I just jacked from Thread on horseback, unfortunately. Oh yeah, nice block. I'm sure you would just block that with your weapon as I'm riding by on horseback. You just take your weapon out and you're gonna block my attack. Yeah, that makes sense. And big ups to Thread. He got 10 kills that battle. And then we rescued a Chosen of Sneech, which has crazy wage, looks beastly. And a Doom Knight, which is even crazier. It's riding the little disc thing I was talking about. Sneech Knight, which is pretty good. And then some Blue Horrors, which are interesting. They're part of the Archer group, so I guess they are spellcasters. I doubt they do buffs and stuff. The loot was really bad, but we finally got some bolts for Erasmus for his beastly crossbow. We're now going to use those units to loot Trollbow. And this village is pretty troll. They actually think they can win here. I'm not sure how they thought they're going to win. We have a floating carpet guy who's absolutely just owning. And I did see some projectiles coming out from our new caster dudes. After slaughtering the villagers and waiting a few more hours, we do finally manage to loot their village. And we will be taking all of this yummy stuff, or as much of it as we can carry. I do have a lot of crap in the inventory that I'll be trading out here. And then as I'm doing this, you may notice in the bottom right, we have 24,000 gold now. And that's because I gave us the 20,000 for clearing out the tier 2 dungeon. 20,000 may seem like a lot, but I showed a vendor in the previous episode where he had items for like 140,000, I think it was. So in the grand scheme of things, 20,000 is not much. We nearly make it back home, and I was going kind of on autopilot here. This dwarf lord just came out of nowhere, but I barely managed to evade him. I think he was looking for some of our loot and maybe some of that 20k. Maybe these guys are as well. I got ambushed when I'm heading into town. I tanked that shot like a freaking champ. We got some gold plus a flintlock pistol, which replaced something in our inventory. We'll be able to access that once we have a castle. And hides at this place sell for basically nothing. It's definitely not sell the hides here. Sell pretty much everything else though. And the flintlock pistol only has a value of 43. We're back up to full HP again, so we're gonna toss ourselves into this meat grinder, and I'm gonna try out this beastly two-hander polearm thing, which I think can... okay, that thing sucks, I think. Yeah. I just give up on that weapon. I'm just gonna throw it in the trash. It just swings so slowly, and okay, that guy just absorbed my hit, and like I'd hit him in the face or something. Part of the reason why I couldn't use this weapon very well is because it's a polearm and we have no polearm skill, but I'm still gonna toss it. If Thread can't use it well, then what hope do I have? And would you look at that, we finally found Bjorg again. We'll pick him up for sure. And Bjorg, like, threat is pretty nuts. 40 strength, 95 HP, 10 iron flesh, 8 power strike, a lot of constitution, so he regens his health quick, and 6 looting. Okay, before we had no looting, so this is going to give us a bunch more loot. The dude is also really good with one-handers, so we'll give him over a shield, and he has this bear claw attack that does 40 swing, which is a lot, but it's cutting damage. And then the thrust attack is piercing. It's decently fast, but it has basically no reach. If we want to give him something that's really fast that has basically no reach, let's give him over this dagger. The dude comes with no helmet, which is a shame. I just sold a pretty good helmet. His Bjork body is really good though, and that does give him head armor. And he can wear a helmet on top of that, but maybe he shouldn't. He would simply be too powerful with a helmet. He also has his bare feet and his bare claws as gloves. While waiting to heal up, we're going to buy a ship for 5k gold, and we're going to do something that was suggested to me by the comments, which is go raid some coastal villages. Our main goal right now is just to gain HP. We are at 33. We are healing very slowly, and if we waited in town, we could heal quicker. But I do feel like we could use the extra cash. We sailed over to the Bretonnian lands and ended up raiding 2 of their villages for almost a 10k profit. The first village we were able to raid no problem, but there was a Bretonnian lord that was almost able to stop us at the second village. Not quite though. After that whole mission, we are healed back up to full. We're gonna head back into this arena and probably get our butt kicked here. Well, so far so good. Problem now is these 4 guys are gonna just zerg me probably. Well, I'm getting a good stabby motion off. This is about as good as it's gonna get, I think, honestly. Jeez. There's just like 4 dudes swinging at me. How are you supposed to do that, dude? That's crazy. While healing again, we hit up 2 more Bretonnian villages, Diason and Martel. And this time there was no resistance from enemy lords. We are yet again healed back up to full. And we're gonna just own this dude. Oh, this guy came out of nowhere. As we were heading back to loot more villages, we ran into this group that had a lot of prisoners. And yeah, this is a goblin party. I absolutely love these things. I think every Mount & Blade mod needs goblins and small creatures and big creatures just to add some flavor to it. And I'm noticing Erasmus is making good use of the dual-wield weapons we were using earlier. I gave them over to him just to free up some space, just as a sidearm weapon for his main crossbows. And he is a weapon master, so he is swinging those really quick. And here's the prisoners. We got a Reiksguard Knight, which is really tanky, 138 wage. Grail Knight, which I believe has the heal. I might use that guy in the next dungeon. Got another one of these beastly guys. Dual-wield guy, I don't think it's too great. Some questing knights. We'll take knights. Sneech Knight. And some other good stuff. Wild Rider, okay. After picking those dudes up, we finished our main goal on this mission, which was to raid this village. And despite us having like 39 units in the party, these villagers are still trying to fight. I do not know what's wrong with these things. Well, as they say, free XP is free XP. Then as we're heading home with the loot, we get this random event where we gain 20 proficiency points, and it's just 20 weapon points. So if we put them into one-handers, it ends up only giving us 2 skill ups. That wasn't that cool then. We sold the loot off from that village for like 8k more. And then as I'm checking taverns, I started to pick up any companions I see and then strip them and sell their gear. So it's easier for me to tell who is just some random crappy companion and who's like an actual merchant or a vendor or something. It just kind of makes it easier on the eyes, I guess, if the dudes are naked. This Beastman Dev Thrall has 3 surgery and 3 first aid. I think one of our companions has 2 first aid, but I don't think anyone has surgery yet. So we should probably keep this guy around in the party just for a temporary surgeon. He's only level 2, so we're going to be able to level him up through trainer probably. And just in 2 more levels, he'll be able to get 4 surgery and 4 first aid. I also found this long barrel pistol off of a Skaven companion and some cartridges, so he'll be just chilling back with the gun. Earlier, the Chaos stole frag from Kislev, and Kislev right now is taking that back. And while they're doing that battle, I looted this village, and on top of the almost 9k profit, we got 18 cattle from this. I accidentally slaughtered them all and did not have room for all the meat, so some did go to waste, but we still got 1600 from it. And I was checking the horse merchant, and they have one of these discs of Sneeches, which are really fast and they have good maneuver and good charge and HP, and it's only got a 3 riding requirement. I want to pick this up for sure. And this thing looks sick. It's got a spinny little thing on the icon. I've never seen something like that before. That thing was 12k, and then we had to pay our weekly wages, which were quite a bit more. So you can see how cash just kind of escapes you in this mod, and need a lot of it. We're now healed back up to full, and Gabenholm dungeon is now long. I checked it like 3 or 4 more times because you can see your runs completed are 2 out of 9, and it was medium, so I had to reset it. And you're actually able to reset it every couple of days, I think, as long as you don't clear it. And yeah, I drank all the potions, and with our Iron Flesh now at 12, we have 85% damage reduction. And then here's the Grail Knight. He does not have damage reduction, but I believe Ward 6 is just a random chance to ignore an attack. And then he does have regeneration, which is nice. His armor is decent as well. He's going to spawn in with one of these chest pieces, and then the rest of his stuff is good. And he's always going to have this long arming sword plus a Grail Knight shield. We are only going to bring him in here because he's going to not make the enemy level too high. He's level 45, and I don't even know if it's necessary to bring him in. But we got to take this dude out. Oh, that was awkward. He's got good moves. He's doing some good jukes, and I'm getting shot at from behind. Let's take out this guy though first, just because I feel like he might have piercing damage on his weapons. I'm just gonna let these guys hit me in the ass, just so our Grail Knight doesn't get taken out. He's about to get taken out already, actually. Well, maybe we don't need him. And he actually just got hit by this archer. I'm gonna try to block for him. Oh. I'm actually gonna keep him pretty far back here, because I can take these guys. Let's take out the guy with the two-hander. Just throw into him. And this guy's being really good tank for him. On the Grail Knight being stupid. I told him to sit back, but I guess I didn't tell him to sit far enough back. He's actually getting healed up though. He's already healed up to half. Or more than half now. Nice. Got the chest. Interesting shield, but I don't think it's that good. Vampire Dagger has a lot of thrust damage. Not the best gauntlets. The next room is a undead room, which is looking pretty free. Can you help me, dude? There you go. You got this. I'll just tank for him. My shield's just so tanky. A rude awakening for you. And I got to the exit and could not find the chest, so I backtracked the entire dungeon and found it at the entrance. Got some bolts, crap, and heavy jards, which are actually better than the jards we just picked up. We also did get a level up in here. Put another point of strength, and then we cannot level up Iron Flesh or Power Strike because they're being boosted. So let's put another point of writing so we can use that disc once we're out of here. All right, room number 3. I don't even know if it's really worth it to go for the chest. I think I might just try to beeline to the exit. It's a new room. I'm seeing a lot of, whoa, what the heck is going on in here? These guys were up to something naughty. Why did you just run at them? He just got one-shotted pretty much. Okay, yeah, he's dead. It's not good. I'm gonna have to use some potions here, I think. These guys are looking beastly. I'm just watching my HP right now. I'm not really focused on combat. These guys are laying at me from the side. They're not really doing much damage though. Oh, this guy just took some freaking punishment. Chaos Dwarf, Dark Lion, huh? I don't know where this guy came from. I'm just gonna heal. And we're just gonna get pounded while I'm healing. And already the exit's actually right here. I kind of prefer being like Frodo here and going alone. And that guy actually shot twice. I was not expecting that. I saw him shoot once and I was waiting for him to reload. But no. Can I just run to the exit here? I'm totally down. I do not care about the chest loot that much. I know like you guys probably do, but we haven't really found much interesting stuff in the chest. And yeah, let's just keep going. I'd rather just save the healing potions if I can. Oh, the chest is right there. What the heck? This guy's cheating. I'm not supposed to be able to ride stuff in here. Okay, let's try to regain our bearings here. I got kind of stun locked seeing that guy have a mount. And I didn't have my shield out there. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you have to pull your shield out at the start of a dungeon. You don't automatically have it out, which was kind of throwing me off too. Just keep swinging, I guess. Got a freaking goblin behind me, chomping at my legs. But yeah, let's pick up the chest. Hardened Khorne gauntlets are not as good as my elven ones. And then elvish boots are actually way better than mine. They look way too goofy though. I can't wear those. The rest of that room was pretty easy. On to room 6, which is another dwarf room. I really don't like these dwarves because they're not only hard to see, they usually end up taking like 3 or 4 hits. I'll just ambush this guy really fast. And this guy is probably alerted. No. There's some other dudes over there, but I'm just gonna run by him. Don't mind if I do. I'm pretty sure the exit's like right here. Yeah, it is. Just stab this guy real quick, or not. I'm just gonna... Oh, there's chests over there, but I don't care to get it. I'd rather save the healing potions. Oh, and I can't exit. Okay, well, I messed up. I have a bunch more dudes coming actually, now I think about it. So I messed up pretty bad here. Probably gonna have to chug healing potion. I think the only thing you can do here in this situation is just swing. I don't think there's any point of blocking really. And I guess we'll get the chest after all. And as for the chest loot, pretty much garbage. We're now on to room 7, which is a goblin room. Could be a mix of goblins and dwarves. Looks like it's just gonna be a lot of goblins. Do the stabby motion or overhead swing here. And they are gonna get stuck on the wall. They're kind of pushing me back. Got my frenzy buff. Swing. Do the chainsaw. Fast attack machine gun swing. So I can get the poke down. There we go. Some overhead. And we got the chest. And it's pretty crap. We got another level up. Not sure really what to do with that. Put another point of strength. And then save the skill point for Iron Flesh or Power Strike probably. And we'll keep descending down the tower. And we made it, and there we go. We finished the dungeon, and we got a Skaven Warp Grinder polearm that does 73 thrust damage. Also has a bonus against shields, can crush through blocks, and it's venomous. Holy cow, this weapon's nuts. The fact that it only has a thrust attack is going to be very interesting. The rest of this stuff's looking pretty bad. This thing has a high value. But yeah, it's all trash. We're immediately going to head back to the nearest town, which is either Askerred, Stormstad, or Bay of Blades. I think Stormstad is closer, so we're going to head there. And we're going to try to make it before the potions wear off, which we did not make it, unfortunately. Okay, well, now give us the rewards for clearing the dungeon. We got 37 plus 300 renown and 500 plus 30k gold. We also get the 3 attribute and skill points, and we already had an extra skill point left over. Just going to mash them all into strength. Go as hard as we can to Iron Flesh and Power Strike, and then let's start jamming points into polearms because our new weapon is a polearm. I was just going to rest at Stormstad till we fully healed up. We're at 76%. And I noticed there's a group of rampaging marauders that have 3 undivided knights as prisoner, which are really good cavalry units. Currently have 2 of them. We barely got in there before an allied lord gets in there, which is good because I think he would have taken some of the prisoners had he made it in. I did some pretty bad battle tactics here. I sent everyone just to charge, and we ended up losing an undivided knight. So we only profited 2 there, but we'll still take it. And a couple of Chaos Warriors. Lords keep asking me to get 5 of these for a quest. So if we get 5 of them, then we can turn another one of those quests for some relation. We also got some loot. And we're starting to get more loot from battles, I've noticed. We actually can't carry it because we got to sell all this stuff. And then I forgot we can use the Disc of Sneech now. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure to not sell anything important. And we got about 2,600 profit there, bringing us up to almost 80k. And already we're fully healed back up. And without the potions, we're still at almost 60% damage reduction. And I guess we still have the Ethereal Potion on. I don't think I can use my shield with this polearm. It wasn't letting me swing it. Oh, jeez. Okay, no polearm yet. We need to buff up our skill with that. I'm probably going to lose this, but that's okay. We're going to grind more weapon skill on these stupid villagers that keep trying to charge at us every time we loot a village. And when we're not doing that, I'm checking taverns. In this one, we find a new merchant, Marcus the Wise, who requires us to win 10 tournaments, or we can be level 30. And we're quite a ways away from level 30, so we're probably going to have to win 10 tournaments, but that's something for another day. In this tavern was also a potion seller, and on top of all the usual potions that we buy, we also bought a potion of disguise. We're going to chug that before heading into the Doom Ship for a quest that we've had for quite a while. Things about to expire. We got to talk to random villagers and do this dialogue. We're trying to sell Arabic tapestries. Would you like to buy some? This person's like, WTF are you talking about? So I could not find the spy, and I even did some research. And apparently you're supposed to come in during the day, but I checked during the evening, midnight, and afternoon, and I could not find him. While the sneaking potion was still active, we hit up a few more taverns, and this one had a Skaven merchant that has some really fast throwing weapons. I think we can just rapid fire these, so I picked up both of them. And then also in this tavern was yet another potion seller, so we got even more potions and our potion of disguise back. We yet again run into the magical vendor Darius the Apprentice. We have a bit more cash so we can buy a couple more things like this Chaos Demonsmith Warhammer. It does 50 blunt damage. It's not the quickest or the longest weapon, but it has an effect where if we're evil, which I believe we are, the bound demon in the Warhammer will grant us a bonus effect at the end of the something. It's only 5k, so we're going to pick that up and try it out. And then this repeater long rifle apparently is one of the best sniper rifles in the game. It's really accurate, and I think it can shoot twice, but it's 50k. This rune musket is a bit less accurate, but it's way cheaper. I want to buy this for our medic so he can level up quicker. And speaking of leveling up, this dude did get a level up. We're going to put a point into int and then 2 more into wound treatment. And then I also have a level up. I'm going to put 1 point of strength, another one of power strike. And then I'm going to do something I should have done a while ago, which is invest in productive enterprises. Apparently you only want to build one weavering dye works, even though it's by far the most profitable, because if you build more than one enterprise type, you can flood the market. So yeah, we'll build one weavering dye works for 1900 per week. We should get that back in 6 weeks. We cannot yet do a productive enterprise at Mount Veneer because they don't like us yet. We have to do a quest for them, but we can at Stormstad and Askerved. At Stormstad, we'll just build the next most profitable one, which looks to be a tannery, or wine press actually. And then at Askerved, the tannery is more profitable, so that worked out. At Stormstad, I think it was, we ran into yet another potion seller. Yeah, we can buy everything, but we're completely out of space now. We're just filled up with potions. We'll drink both the potions of knowledge and then buy the potion of disguise. That can come in handy. Then I'm just going to chug one set of the potions and I'm going to throw myself into the arena. We are getting advanced ignore pain for this battle from our Warhammer, even though we already had that. Yeah, basically I'm just going to freaking toss myself into this chaos and try to get as much XP as I can from farming this, even though we're going to get owned because we have so many enemies to fight. Although right now, so far, it's looking okay, kind of. I'm getting overrun, though. I can't really see anything. Like, it's just chaos on my screen, literally and figuratively. It was kind of working out, though. I got a few kills, but yeah, we're down. We're now immediately going to drink another healing potion, and we're going to head right back into the thick of it. I'm going to use the excited elephant, I like to call this, and we're going to try to get some skill ups here with that, and just see if we can, well, we're actually one-shotting with it. But yeah, you can see the emotion is very suggestive. That is why we've given it the nickname that we have. But you can also see our polearm skill is not good enough yet, so we're not going to get too much done here. I need to get the stabby motion down. If I stab from like a specific distance, it actually always one-shots, I think. Just constant stabby. Even like right now, I'm not getting it down though. It's looking kind of promising. Like I'm pretty low, but I've taken out most of them. Gotta level up off of that. Might as well put a point of strength. We can't put another point into Iron Flesh just yet. And I just blocked that attack. Very nice. Can I get you, please? It's my last kill I think I need. And okay, that's it. We get increased run speed and stagger resist and some gifts. Chaos Warrior armor is pretty much the same size as the armor we're using, so it's not going to help us see better. Erasmus can use that though. And then the rest of this stuff's looking pretty low value and crap, I think. Yeah, it's all pretty bad. I went right back into the arena and got a really good start here on these Blood Howlers, which are the higher tier versions of these demons. They give 386 XP. We still have 15 inventory spots filled up with health potions, and this is preventing us from carrying loot we get from raiding villages. The plan is to use around 5 healing potions on attempts in here to at least empty up some space in the inventory if nothing else, plus we get some free XP. Okay, this attempt is going insanely well. I'm eating right now because I did not expect to do this well. I just thought, you know, I'd get some warm up in because I just took a break. And okay, this guy with the axe is messing me up. Oop, that wasn't a good hit. I think I just took, yeah, 17 damage. Ouch. That was a headshot, I think. Shield's almost down is the thing. It's about to break. They're using axes that have bonus against shields, I think. Ooh, just 3 left, but I have like no HP. This was a crazy attempt if this, my shield is like literally down. Oh man, smear him. Smear you, bud. Yes, there's one dude left. I think he's running. Can I pick up your shield, by the way? Shield. There we go. Okay, it's just me or this guy. Easy. Oh, yeah. For this next buff, we have the same stuff. Plus, our magic resist got buffed, I believe. And that is a crazy chest piece. I was actually looking at that in the vendor. Just way better in all regards, but it is bigger, so I'm going to be able to see less. I'm not sure if I'll use that, but we'll take it. And a lot of stuff here. Holy crap. Another shield, and I probably should be using 2 shields for this until we get more polearm skill. I tried a few more attempts on the next level, and we're now encountering these giant demons. I think we're gonna have to come back without any potions once we're stronger from grinding dungeons. Or maybe if we find like a really imbalanced weapon, which I don't want to spoil too much, but we're about to find a pretty cool weapon in a dungeon. We sold the gear we got from beating this arena earlier, and I realized we had a helm upgrade for like +6 armor, so we slapped that on. We got this random event where we can now bet more on each tournament, and we should be looking for for tournaments now because we're probably strong enough to win them. We had a quest to go see the Marshal, who I believe is actually at Betchefin right now. I guess somehow the Chaos took Betchefin, and they held Prague, so they have a crazy amount of towns right now. We have a quest to clear a troll hideout near Prague, plus we're going to try to clear Pless dungeon. And shout out to this dude on Discord, if you save before going into a new dungeon, and it's not the dungeon length you want, you can reload the save, and it will re-randomize the dungeon length. This was the first time I talked to this guy. I don't know why he gave me this meme. I think he was trying to do a funny to get in the video. I completely disavow. We got the chest right next to the entrance. Let's pick up that. Some cloth. Wolf Priest Hammer does a ton of blunt damage on a really fast claw, but it is cutting swing damage. It's not that good. Dwarven Shotgun though. And some really good boots, but they're way too tiny. Yeah, we can't wear those. There's a fun new mechanic now in dungeons where some undead have these white blades that can one-shot you. I thought this was pretty stupid, so I did save scum. And now that we know about the mechanic, if we do lose this mechanic again, then I will not be save scumming. And I brought in our medic, Dev Thrall, who's going to be hopefully getting some XP here. So I already got one kill, very nice. I'll let him try to kill this guy as well. We apparently cannot hear those gunshots. And there we go. I wonder if I should have bought him the more accurate rifle. Just because, yeah, that one's not that accurate that he's using. And oh, this guy's got AoE throwing weapons or something. Here we go. We got a level up. Another point of strength. And we did chug all the potions, so our stats are being boosted. We'll hold off on getting any more upgrades for now. But yeah, it is cheesy to do the whole reset thing. Although you used to be able to do the reset thing just by sitting outside of the dungeon for a couple hours. I'm not sure why they changed that, because I would just prefer to do only long dungeons if it were up to me. I feel like you should be able to choose what length of dungeon you prefer. And especially with a challenge like mine where we can only do each tier of dungeon once. If we can only, you know, access short dungeons, then that would suck for the challenge because we can only do 10 dungeons total. Maybe on a normal run, then yeah, it's fine that, you know, they're just completely random how long they are. We got some nasty dwarves here. Little men are just the worst for me. I would way rather fight big giant monsters. Maybe not the ones that have the big giant swords though. Maybe big giant monsters with short weapons like these dwarves. But yeah, we're on to the next room. And I already see the chest. It's in kind of a sneaky spot. Probably wouldn't be able to find this if it wasn't for that mod. Crappy bows and a really good Kislev armor. I'd like to put that on just to make myself smaller, but unfortunately it just looks too weird. As for this room, I think I can just run past these dudes because the exit is right there. After hitting this dwarf like once, I think, I was able to push him off the ledge and he gets knocked out or killed to fall damage. That's kind of funny. I wonder if it's better for me to just take some fall damage here and just go to the exit. Take 3 damage, that's fine. Although there is an enemy nearby. Should I kill this guy really fast? Oh. I just kill him and run. Yeah, I can. Yeah, we're almost to the next room. We finally got a chaos room where I can actually see my enemy. It'll be a lot easier. I'm used to fighting these guys. Although this dude has a nasty axe. That's fine. I've got a random effect that I got protected from damage. I think I got a ward save at the start of this dungeon from my mace that I'm wearing. I'm not actually using the mace, but as long as I have it equipped and it's on me, then I get the random effect. But that room was really easy. And we gotta watch out for these undead, because I think it's this one that has the white blade. No, maybe that was not the one. It was like a white or I don't know what it is, but they can one-shot you even if you have like all these stats. There's a lot of people in the Discord complaining about it. I think it's this guy. Gravecard, maybe. And I don't know if there's enemies on either side of me. I'm just gonna try to run to the exit. I don't want to mess with these undead rooms because even if I'm at full HP, the white blade still one-shots. Ignore pain does nothing to it. It's a pretty stupid mechanic in my opinion, but it is what it is. And here we go. The chest is at the entrance of room number 5. See if we can get that real quick. Dragon Slayer right axe does 44 piercing damage. Is that better than the Sword of Striking? It's a lot slower, but 44 piercing damage swing. Let's try it out and swap out the extra shield that we were using, and then we're probably just going to sell this Infernal Axe. I sold the one we were using earlier for like 10k, I think it was. Maybe it was like a little bit less because our trade price is bad. But yeah. Pretty easy room, but like this guy's beastly. Chaos Dwarf, Dark Lion. I'm taking a bit of damage in here. Probably should use a healing potion. I was just chugging them earlier for each dungeon attempt. There's no reason not to, you know, just use one. Because I do want to free up inventory space. Room number 6 is an undead room. Oh no. I'm seeing what could be some grave guards. There is a way to, oh, this guy's got a sword. Skeleton warrior. Okay, that wasn't it. Is it this guy? Oh man, we're going to get overrun here. And we're going to have to just swing, I think. It's gonna get to that point. Which was the Graveguard. Crap. This is not good, knowing that we could get one shot. I think it's this guy. Skeleton Warrior now. Is it this dude? I can't tell. Okay, maybe it's this dude. Vampire Guardian. Well, that room was pretty quick. We just have like one dude at the end here. This guy's looking beastly, actually. The way he was moving quick. That was a Graveguard. That guy could have one-shot us. Chest is looking not so good. Pretty crap stuff. Room number 7 is just a goblin room, so I think we have this. Dragon Slayer left axe. So we got the combo. I don't think there's any point of dual wielding them, unfortunately, but we can try it out. And a Janissary Officer Musket. Really high damage, but not the greatest accuracy or speed. It's kind of like a sniper rifle and crappy pistol. And alright, that was room 7, I think. That was it. We got the Whip of Agony. 50 swing, which is a lot, but it's only cutting damage. 90 speed, so it's not the quickest. 150 reach, though. It's pretty long. Head hits deal 20% damage and always knock the enemy out. And it bypasses Ignore Pain. Whoa. That's a really cool weapon. We also got a thick orc blocka and some random loot. Whoa, this helmet's really high value. 56 head armor. Can we wear it? No, not really. On this helmet's good. It's a good modifier. Good modifier on this helmet too. Wow. We were heading towards Betchefin, but the vampires retook it, and the Chaos Lords were not even there defending it. They were busy having their way with a Kislev Lord. We talked to the Marshal, and he wanted us to follow the army around, but their army ended up in quite the predicament. They're outnumbered by 100 troops, but we might be able to get in there and save them. We have 300 against the enemy's 358. We have some giant troops on the field that I'm actually controlling. I noticed a few of the lords got knocked out, so I think I'm controlling the troops belonging to like 2 or 3 factions, I'm not sure. Whoa, that is a very nice model on that girl. And we can see from the front, the model is even better. I just told everyone to charge because half of the troops were charging and half weren't. And so far, it's actually looking really good for us. Maybe Kislev troops just completely suck, I don't know. It's looking like that's the case right now. And we knocked out so many Kislev that they're getting reinforcements. I'm not yet shown off this disc, which does do charge damage, but the charge only really affects the first person that you hit. Charge is not that good in this mod. Oh, I'm getting owned. Could use a healing potion here if I felt the need to. I probably should just for the XP, and yeah, I'm actually going to. I'm gonna use a healing potion, dismount, because I don't really care too much to fight on my mount. Rather just, whoa, I'm getting owned here. My damage reduction is not that high. My potions wear off, that's why. They wore off, rather. And then we could try the whip here, but I don't think the whip's that necessary unless your enemies are, like, super strong. I think if, you know... Whoa, there's a big mount over there. I'm already down, okay. Well, the healing potion was a waste, but we free up inventory space. The Ori armor regenerates Sigval the Magnificent. Whoa, I wonder if there's armor that gives you regeneration in this mod. I'm seeing the giants just slay right now. Probably. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on because there's a lot of our troops in that group as well. But yeah, it's looking like the Chaos are just way stronger than Kislev. And what the heck is that? Yo, what are these monsters? I think it's got a glowy effect that's moving on the weapon. It looked like it was just some purple stuff protruding out of the model, but no, it's actually moving along the model. Wow. For winning that battle, we got relation with one of the Chaos Lords. We did capture this dude. And we got a bunch of relation with all the factions that hate him, which we don't care about the relation. We captured another lord, get more relation, another lord, get more relation. One got away, bunch got away, it looks like. And I managed to lose quite a few units. We were at like 45 units before that battle. We're down to 25. We lost all of our undivided knights, I think. The cavalry just charged in and they all got killed. And that sucks because we've had like 3 around for a while. And I think one was getting ready to upgrade to a dragon ogre. So that is a shame, but oh well. It's less wage cost, so I can't complain too much. There's 82 items on the ground. And the best thing is not that good. So the blue here is going to probably suck. We don't have much space anyways. So we'll just start yoinking. And yeah, the stuff is not that good. To build an enterprise from one of the Chaos Towns, we got to do quests for the Guildmaster. And he sent us over to the Vampire Lands to do a ransom quest, which is kind of weird. There's a lot of fighting going on in this area. We just need to get past this castle. And the village is right there. Okay, we made it to the village. And this quest is all sorts of messed up. There's 20 bandits here. And this is not even a part of the quest. I think we have to just kill these things. Then we can start doing our quest. These bandits also really suck. Some mods, the bandits are like random and they can be like really good troops. But these are just terrible troops. We saved the villagers from the bandits, and I think in this mod, if you're evil, you actually don't want honor, so we're going to take the loot, even though it's basically nothing. And here's the bandits awaiting ransom. They were actually right outside the village. We can give them the 1,000, I think it was, for the ransom, but we're not going to. Okay, we got the kidnapped girl, and there's a lot of action going on around here. The block is extremely hot, you could say. I want to get into Darkmoor Dungeon and do the tier 5 dungeon there, because we still have 1 round of potions left. Before we enter the dungeon, our potions wore off, so I was able to give us the extra attribute and skill points, and we can mash more into strength. And with 37 strength, we can actually go above 10 iron flesh, but I don't think we will just yet, because there's a potion that boosts it by 5, right? And then same with power strike, so let's just get them both to 10. And before chugging the potions, we can see that we're only getting 2% dodge, because our athletics is not boosted yet by the potions, I think. And our advanced ignore pain is 65 now, because our iron flesh is 10. And before I show you guys our increased stats with the potions, we have full inventory, so I want to get into one of the vampire towns, or the now orc town, to sell off some stuff. There's a lot of action going on over here though. You can see the orcs are blocking our way from getting into the town. We'll try our luck in the dwarf towns. This one has 3 lords in it, but they're injured, so they're not going to stop us. And in the dwarf towns, we might find Gotrek, which would be interesting. Abdul Khalik is good, I think. I'm pretty sure he's got trade skill. Might as well just pick him up for 1,600. His original cost is 800, but I guess he hates chaos or something. Here's Abdul Khalik's stats. He does have 4 trade, which is going to boost our ability to do trading. He ends up being a good horse archer as well, but horse archers really suck in this mod, so we'll probably just make him a standard archer. He's got 140 archery. While we're here, we'll start selling off extra goods that we're not going to be using. The claw sells for 3k. Wow. The vampire helmet for 1,500. And then each of the Kislev armors is about 1k. And the Infernal Axe down here for 2,400. So that's a nice 12k profit. Plus we got 40k from clearing out the tier 4 dungeon. Okay, well we chugged the potion of disguise at Karak Kadran, so we were able to sneak into there. And I'm going to try to hit up as many towns as we can before the potion wears off. I think it lasts for like a day. We passed by Drakenhof, but there's way too many lords there. They're definitely going to stop us from going in. We got so much action over here with these settings. It's crazy how many different lords we're running into from different factions. We made it from Karak Kadran all the way over to Nuln, which belongs to the Wood Elves now. It's a little bit strange. And in the tavern is Cyrus the Bright, and he will not sell us anything until we win 10 tournaments. We got a potion seller here, as if we needed more potions. I mean, we'll take it. That's another dungeon attempt. And speaking of archer companions, we got Scarlock the Wanderer. He's going to cost 4k. He's not racist towards chaos. And this guy is an insane archer, 380 archery, 7 whip master, 8 power draw. So really good horse archer, but horse archers suck. 6 trainer, 8 tracking, pathfinding, and spotting. Whoa. We're now going to be much faster on the world map, and we can see much further on the world map. We just need to find this dude a good bow. This thing sucks. And then his equipment very much sucks. We'll give him over this giant chaos helmet. It definitely looks fine on him, right? And speaking of gear, we're now ready to use Thrud Body, which I've been saving. It's way worse than the armor that we were using, but it is extremely light. We're down to 26 encumbrance, and then if we drop that hammer, we're down to 16. The Whip of Agony only weighs 2, Sword of Striking weighs 1.5, Enchanted Shield only weighs 3.5, and that's half as heavy as the giant Khorne Warrior Shield. Our helmet's 2.8, gloves are only 0.5, the Elvish ones, and then the Chaos Boots are pretty heavy. Because we're not encumbered that much though, we have 32 melee dodge. I wonder if that's worth it. Do keep in mind we only have 3 athletics. Once we clear the next tier of dungeon, we'll probably just pump points into athletics, and that should give us a ton of dodge. Not too far away from Nuln is Karak-Hern, a dwarf town, and I would really like to find Gotrek there. There's a battle going on along our way, and yeah, the block is freaking hot wherever we go. There's an army actually in the town, but we were able to get in there. Even if that guy did ambush us, we could lose some troops and get away. I don't really care about losing some troops. We got Florin here. He will join us for 600. He's not racist. Florin's kind of like a jack of all trades. He can do melee, and he's only level 10, so he's really easy to level up. He starts with 220 archery and crossbows and 188 firearms, so he probably is a range guy, right? And I forgot to mention we picked up this lizardman in the same tavern that we found Scarlet the Wanderer. He's very similar to Florin in the sense that he can do melee, but we'll probably just give him a gun because guns are really good in this mod. We get a ransom offer for one of the Kislev lords for 4k. It's much better than dumping them off at a castle or town. We're in the Elflands now, and we ran into yet another potion seller. To make space for these potions, we did put our armor on a few people that, let's just say, should not be wearing it, but it is only a temporary thing till we get more inventory space, I swear. These elves do have a Asrai bow with a strong modifier. Does crazy damage, more at close range. It's kind of expensive though, 11k. The shadow bow is much cheaper, and it's slightly worse in pretty much all regards, I think. But it does more damage at close range. We'll pick up the Shadow Bow for Scarlock for now. Plus we'll grab one of these Elven Arrows. 5 pierce damage is really good. I don't know what happened, but we got caught. Oh, we gotta level up off of that. Let's put 1 point to strength and start jamming points to athletics. These dudes that caught us are stuck over here. It's kind of funny. There's 4 of them? Jeez. This reminds me of my Bannerlord playthrough where the AI was being stupid and I was sniping at them from above. I'm not sure the play here, like, I don't have the range to hit them, I think, with the pokey attack. Oh, there we go. I got 1 hit. He actually got a hit off on me too, though. There we go. Another one down. I'll just charge at these guys crit. I got this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think we're good. I just realized I dodged a bunch of attacks, so I was wearing basically nothing. Well, we got ambushed because our potion of disguise wore off, but that's okay. Not too far away from King's Glade is another dungeon. After chugging all the potions, we are now up to 50% dodge, I think it was. And our Death Thrall's already knocked. It's a terrible dungeon. But I do remember that, why did it take so long to swing there? That was awkward. I feel like I'm, like, swinging slowly here or something. Although, maybe I'm just used to being enraged by the dude. Yeah, I have the Frenzy buff now. So I can just YOLO in here and swing. I'm just dodging so many arrows, by the way. Or my Ignore Pain's just... Okay, yeah, I'm dodging those. My Ignore Pain and dodge is doing some work here. I should show you guys really quick. Let's just show you guys. I'm not using, you know, low damage to player or something. Some people were talking about they were kind of cheating on the Khorne Trials by lowering the damage to player, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go, you know, full hardcore. If it takes forever to do it, then fine. It's a really good Hobbit armor. And, whoa, we got a really good armor for our Lizardmen. Although that's for Skinks. I don't think he can actually wear that. And a crazy long lance. We'll give that to some cavalry guy later, I guess. It's a pretty small room. Onwards to the next one. I'm already getting shot at, which is kind of a good sign, actually. It means it's probably not a undead room. The only thing I'm really scared of at this point is undead rooms. Although there's a rat ogre over there. And I saw something to do with casters. Wait, I can use the whip on this guy. And it makes a funny sound. Oh yeah. 500 XP for that guy. Let's see if I can whip this guy. It's kind of slow, so I shouldn't be using it on the crappier units. I think I got poison or something in the top right. What is that? Oh. Got to watch my HP here. This whip is freaking hilarious. I love it. I'm just watching my HP just to make sure that I don't get poisoned here or something. And these gunshots actually can do a lot of damage. Gisele's, I think. Or that's not Gisele. And that was a assassin, I'm pretty sure. I took out a warlock for 500 XP, was that? That was their caster. Dude, the whip is actually satisfying to use. It's got 150 length too, which is really long. But I'm getting shot at in the back from something, which is fine. I'm just gonna take this chest. And nothing good here. This is terrible. I'm not even gonna loot that actually. We do have 85% damage reduction, and I think it's capped out at 85%. I don't think you get any higher than that. But I do think with our current damage reduction, we're okay to not use a healing potion yet. Although we are pretty much running out of space, so maybe I should just use one. Let's see what's in this chest. A lot of throwing weapons. Heavy Venomous Star. I was actually thinking about using one of these. It's going to lower our dodge chance a little bit, but in case we run into undead, those could be really good. Large bag of steel bolts. We're not going to take that stuff. We got a Gotrek guy over here. Dude looks like Gotrek. Giant Slayer. Yeah, that guy's a beast. We got some more dwarves coming in hot. I think it's another Giant Slayer. He can't take the whip though. That was just a regular Slayer. No Giant Slayer today. Oh yeah, the whip is nice. Ooh, it feels just kind of weird using this whip too with this outfit that we got. Feels like I'm way too into some kind of weird roleplay. Another Giant Slayer just owned by the whip. Yeah, come taste the whip. I'll actually just bring it to you guys. Yeah, just take some of that. Just dodge your hit or absorb it or something. I don't know, I'm a freaking beast. Like, imagine this thing coming at you in the dungeon. These guys should just run. For this room, I did chug a healing potion. Yeah, I think we're just full-time whipping, actually, at this point. The whip is just so good. The range and the fact that I'm moving as fast as I am means I can position... Well, these guys are moving kind of quick, feels like. There's just so many of them, so it's kind of awkward. In that situation, the sword probably would have been better. This guy's a beast. I think he just poisoned me. Yeah. My stats are lowered. I'm not taking damage, I don't think. Is he ready to pop a healing potion if I need to? We got a beastly dude coming in. He wants to get whipped, I think. Well, you want some of this? You want some whip, big boy? I'm back against the wall. That's not good. Oh, jeez. I wasn't actually back against the wall. I'm just gonna slap him until he goes down. There we go. Gotta make sure I focus on headshots with those guys, because it has a chance to just knock him out with the headshot. This guy's a caster, by the way. We got a chest with a really good gown. What the heck? Decent dwarf helmet. I'm seeing 3 buffs in the top left, or debuffs or something, because it took me a while to progress in here. I was trying to figure out how to cure the poison. I thought I had curing potions for it, but I guess not. So yeah, these guys got some buffs on them, or something's going on right now. This guy's swinging quick, but there's no match for the whip. I probably should just try to run to the exit here. There's so much going on. I keep forgetting that I can't just run to the exit, actually. Oh jeez, I'm gonna need to pop my healing potion. I just popped it and it didn't do much. I think it's because of the poison. Yeah, I'm pretty sure poison like affects your ability to heal. Let's pop another one. On to the next room. So use a potion to heal from this menu, and we healed a full, even though we were poisoned. So that was really good. And I don't know what's going on here. I'm already getting casted at. Yeah, in these rooms, like, I feel like not having time is really lame. I feel like you should always have time to, oh, this guy's got ball and chain. It's a beastly thing. And then the troll's a beast, obviously. Oh yeah, I got him with that much range. What the heck? Haven't got hit yet, which is good. I'm surprised. Let's just run to the end here. I don't care about the chest. Chests are getting better as we're progressing in levels, but I just want the final loot. This guy's blocking us. No, you don't. Enemies are still nearby. Oh, this guy was blocking us, maybe. Now we can go. Alrighty, final level, I think. We still are being affected by the poison. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. This chest right here. Although, yeah, I probably shouldn't take it, but I will. Right claw is a high value. The rest of this stuff sucks, though. Okay, I'll just try to take them one by one. Don't mind me. Just gonna whip you guys. Oh man, this thing is ownage. This is the weapon of choice. I might be able to do the trial now, actually. This thing owns, man. Oh. You can own a little bit. I don't know where this guy came from. Guy just came from behind. Let's use a healing potion. I just realized I'm like never blocking. I'm just constantly swinging in this dungeon. It's kind of funny. I just don't feel the need to block with the whip. It feels so powerful. Alrighty, that is it. We made it. And we got a Hydra Blade. That is terrible. I could have bought one of those from a vendor. I mean, it's not a bad weapon for a companion or something, but it's cutting damage and you can literally buy it from a vendor. I almost feel like I should be able to save scum and redo it or something. On the bright side, we did get a really good shield. 11k value on this thing because it's so tanky. Reinforced modifier. This one's pretty good as well. We're going to end it here as this episode has dragged on for quite a while. In the next episode, we're going to try to finish dungeons 6 through 10, attempt some tournaments, and possibly win all 10. And maybe we'll be able to finish all the Khorne Trials. I know that does sound a bit ambitious, but I'm feeling really confident with our new setup, mainly with the whip. Also, shout out to the people who donated for World Conquest on GoFundMe. We do have a bit of a ways to go, but I may end up doing the full World Conquest eventually anyways. It's just right now I'm really busy working on a lot of stuff, but my thought process was if some super rich person wanted to see World Conquest ASAP, then there's an option for that. And if you do decide to donate and the goal is not met, then all the donations get refunded, so it's a win-win.